Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. This is part 3 of the Phoenix, about to rise. Now just keep in mind that I don't know what calendar they use. Again, like I said multiple times, there's multiple calendars here. I'm just going on the calendar that we know of as of today, just because of some connections that I seen. So my last video, I showed you connections with the MLB, right? Representing the August 8th event. That I believe everything is connected. You know, it's connected with the 5-5, with Matt Perry, with all these other things. So for starters, we had the 777 event, right? I believe that we called it. I told you that we started burning. The 7-7 event was the August 8th event, but it just went into the Julian calendar. As we known it, what we know is the Gregorian calendar was August 8th, but on the Julian calendar, I believe, was Christmas Day. It was Christmas in July. So anyway, I believe that was the 777 event. Then we had the 888 event with, I believe Chandler and the war and all this was the 888 event. As you can see, Chandler RIP'd on 10/28. When you add 10 to 28, you get 38, right? So there's your 3/8 there. I know there was another bill, 3.8. I think I have some pictures there in my other phone when I start showing you some of these clips. But I believe the 8/8 event is happening. It's been happening. Now I believe that we're gonna probably see the 999 event. So the 999 event, I strongly believe would be on November 9th, because November 9th would be 11 times 9 is 99, and we're in week 45. That date would fall into the 45th week, so 4-5 is 9. And then we have 11-9, which is 99, which is the 3-9 event. As we know that they like 7, so it's 2023. So I believe that the 9th can be, as I show you some of the connections. Again, I don't know what calendar they're using. They could switch it up. It could be 13 days from that day. So if the 9th, 13 days from there is the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's the 24th or something like that. Anyway, we don't know any calendars. I'm just going by here. So I'm just going to show you a few clips, and this is, I kind of showed you already some of the tweets that I was showing you from Marshall, right? If he was true to his words about being 10 steps ahead, the way he tweeted that. And I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying this is what I'm gathering from what I'm seeing, creating in my head, all right? Showing you the numbers, though. Nothing that, it's bugging out of my head, but I'm showing you this is the time, this is what it can add up to, the timestamp, and the date, if he was 10 steps ahead, lined up to being November 9th, asking Joe Katz how much or whatever that price was. Again, and I told you how the 93 and the 91 were connected, and I said that 8/8 event is the finishing touch, most likely, was the spark or whatever from the 2001 event that happened in September. I'm going to prove that to you, that the Hawaii thing is connected. I even showed you another video, the Pet Goat 2. If you watch Pet Goat 2, you could even see that they had bush there, and I showed you the images in the back with a burning house and a shark, right, for the surfing thing. And then they switched over to Obama thing, which he's connected to Hawaii. That's why they did that, so that you can make that connection yourself. Now I'm going to show you a cartoon that actually proves what I was actually saying. So let's get into this. I'm doing a lot of talking, actually, so let's get into this. All right. So I haven't heard anybody else talking about the Mountain Dew thing connected to crypto and stuff like that. but I'm going to show you. Or I haven't heard if Mountain Dew is connected to the World Trade thing. So, but let me just show you here. I showed you the Mountain Dew. They told you how the fire started, right? They said that the fire started from a live wire from the hurricane, right? Dora, that knocked over a wire. Which funny. See the Phoenix, right? It's the orange flavor. This particular flavor started coming out in 2003. Okay, drop the zeros, you get 23. This is the year. This is the year. And this is the year that happened with this particular device. Okay, as you can even see in the orange peel, there's your atom sign there. Okay, there's your atom signs. There's your atom signs. All right, you can say it's not, and that's on you, whatever you want to do. But I'm here to prove that what I am saying is truthful. So, again, showed you that this is where the Phoenix started burning. Here's the freaking Phoenix. Come on, man. What other drinks you know has the Phoenix on there? This drink. That's it. So, anyway, here's the drink. And then let me now show you the connection. Now here, see, it's 2007. So 7, 8, 9. So you get 9, and then 3 and 4, 7. So I believe it's going to be November of this year. Okay, this is the airport. This is the one I'm showing you. Episode 12, 5, all right, and 7. I'm just going to show you some of the crypto-related things over here. So we got what? Coffee and pie, right? That pie thing we were talking about added zeros, but this is timestamps though. Look at a 50. Sorry, let me get my finger right there. At 52 seconds. So we know the 2 can be flipped again to 5. So there's your 5, 5, okay? Thinking that metal is going to just come and save everybody when everybody drops down. There's your layer 0 up there. Okay, we got the ginger hair people, right? The Department of Water and Power, right? Energy, green, liquidity. Now, this part here reminds me of Friends right here. So watch what they say. I'm going to play it really quickly over here. Funny enough, I missed the time up. It was 212.
Chris, what happened to the couch?
Dad dragged it out on the lawn because he said that's what rednecks do.
Okay. Now, again, who has a couch outside in the intro? Friends. And they have a fountain. Obviously, this is not a fountain. This is a freaking pool, but I don't think they're going to put it that obvious out there, but I'm just showing you. And see the color of the couch? Just purple. So, they have the round fountain in the front with the couch that they face, just like him. So this reminded me of Friends, which reminded me of the intro. If you know what the intro, there's 2 buildings in there where the word ENDS ends over. So if you get what I'm saying.
Of years old, scientists have determined that the universe was created by a God. Big Bang. If you look at the bones of a Jesus,
he said Big Bang?
It's clear by the use of carbon dating that Mountain Dew is the best soda ever made.
All right, so my man just said Mountain Dew. All right? It's the best soda ever made. He just spoke about the Big Bang. Okay? Over here in the show, I showed you that the Big Bang was the Big Bang slice, right? And the Big Bang slice was referring to probably Pac-Man. If you go back to the history on how they created Pac-Man, or the creator of Pac-Man, he'll tell you the story that he was sitting in a pizzeria, took a slice out and created Pac-Man, which I said is the Big Bang. Again, in my other video, I had also mentioned that the producers from The Big Bang Theory had mentioned that they had pizza on Thursdays. And again, 11/9 is on a Thursday. So there's your TTs, okay? What else is TT? Twin, right? Other T over there is the towers, right? So the first event in 2001 happened on a Tuesday, and most likely maybe the end of this event, when they switch over to the new money, will end on a Thursday. The only 2 days that start with T. So, and there's your TT, right? Twin Towers. So anyway, again, here they're showing you Mountain Dew. They're talking about the Big Bang. I just showed you the Phoenix. And just hold on, I'll just show you a few other things. Look, even showing you Back to the Future, okay? This is Back to the Future type shit right here. That's the pickup truck that Marty was talking about. One day, Jen, one day. Remember part one, right in the beginning?
That's all the motivation I need to actually do this.
So let me explain here what's happening. So this episode is called Airports. So basically, they just showed you, they talked about Mountain Dew, right? That's your connection. I'm showing you it's connected to Hawaii. And if you still don't believe, I'm just going to show you toward the end of this video. But basically, he's going to take this fuel out. He's going to, that's why his car was flying. He's going to, he was just imaging. If he took, because his car was on empty, if he took this gasoline and put it into his car, that he would fly and take off. So he takes this, he removes this to fill up his car, and then he never does. So the guys that come are like, oh, the hose is out, it must be filled up, which makes this plane here crash, and that's where you get the plane crashing. And then, watch, I'll show you. Let me show you.
A confirmed crash. Flight 37 is down. Oh, we better alert
777?
the mayor. I'll have to interrupt his photo op.
Yeah. They're gonna tell me this is not.
My pet goat.
I just told you about the pet goat, right?
You know, said my pet goat.
I just told you about the pet goat. I just told you what it just represented on the pet goat here. Okay? This is cartoons telling you right here. They're showing you what's going on. All right?
Safely these days. Channel 5 has the spectacular footage.
So now they're gonna show you all these things over here.
Fortunately, no one was injured. However, computer technology will show you how disastrous it could have been. Here's
See, they're gonna show you different things, right?
now here's how it.
Now look it. This is why I say 2023. Look at the bunnies coming out of here, okay? So they basically kind of showed you all these different crashes with different symbols in there, okay? And this is where the TT, the tower event that happened in 2001, and Hawaii is connected, because here again, he's talking about 8008. I would have showed you on the license plate, MLB 808. And what do you get? You get boobs, okay? Drop those zeros, you get the 8 event. All right? That's where the Phoenix was. He just spoke about Mountain. Why would the guy who had been in the beginning, and I showed you, right? Why would he be stating about the Big Bang, showing you Saturn in the background with the Big Bang, this and that, and then mention that Mountain Dew is the best drink? If you don't get it now, you're never going to get it. Can't help you. All right, I'm going to show you why I believe that November 9th is another date. Well, the 7th, I should say, is another date. Because remember, November 7th is 91. 91 is a phoenix, right? That's the symbol of the phoenix. So over here, we got the Batman. All right, Batman is involved with this too. Over here, this movie comes out in 2022. So there's your 6, right? When we flip it, there's your 9. So now you add this up, right? 17 plus 6 is what? Is 23. 23, 9. Again, which I feel like 9 is the symbol of birth, of the new birth, a rebirth. Okay? And this is what I believe. Again, this is only a story, not financial advice, all right? Don't get antsy. But this is why I feel like 2023 in November, because in Latin, 9 is November. All right? We're going to see something. Now I'm going to show you a clip in here. Before I do anything, there is a funny rumor about Mr. 45, right? Calling himself this, right? Calling himself that. And there is a rumor that Mr. 45 was stating that he was taking out key, that word right next to it, key pala, right? So it's just funny, right? How all this shit kind of lines up with one another.
Last resort.
This was election day in this movie, right? Get your rap on.
To finally end
promise of renewal, change. We'll give them a real change now. We've spent our lives in this wretched place, suffering, wondering why us. Now they will spend their last moments wondering why them. I can't get through the lines of them.
This shit. Join us election night.
I'm just gonna get out of town, man.
Hey, we got bombs going off. The whole city's flooded. You're gonna have to go inside the garden with everyone else.
Got bombs going off. Boom, boom, boom. Remember the boom, boom, boom on the bridge? Back to the Future 3. Just to throw this in here, this is part of the movie, right? Who just won the World Series? Texas Rangers, right? Isn't that part of that symbol? Texas Rangers? Look what it says there. Change. Change for Gotham. Change for New York. We know that New York is Gotham. There's your ion again. I-O-N. This keeps hitting you in the face right here. I-O-N. Okay? Change. Look at the purple colors. Look at the roundness, right? And then those points that go across, and then, right? And you have the ball, and then all of a sudden you have these things which is pointed different ways, just like the atom sign. You don't see the way this is kind of stacked up on each other, like the Star of David. Again, I'm a man of timestamps. I'm a man of timestamps. You see what that says? 23 and then 15. You add 5 when you get 6. So 6 flips again is 9. 9 is this month. 23. I'm going to be honest with you. If nothing happens this year with crypto, something major or big, especially connected to Metallicus, I would be totally shocked. I would be totally shocked if nothing happened. And a lot of people out here would look like a bunch of JoJos, including myself. But I mean, this is just going through the decodes, you know? This is just going through the decodes. But again, like I said, I think real change is coming this month. I mean, I don't know. The rumors were said that BRICS had taken over. I don't know if it did or not. There's no announcements. We don't see any type of price difference, hyperinflation. But it's probably all going to happen overnight. It's probably going to happen overnight. Now, here's another time where they show the word again, change for Gotham. Now, here, if you can see, without me putting my fat fingers there, it says 23, right? 46. Now, if you flip that to a 9 and it's a 4, right? 4 and 9, you got 13, right? So you can get the 23 combined it together. You'll get, if this is 13, if you add it, right? If that was a 9, if you flipped it, 3, 1, 3. You would get 13 here with the 3 in front of it, which you would get that 3, 1, 3 again, the 313th day. That's what I'm getting at. The 313th day is on the Thursday. The 311th day, that 113 number, I don't know if it's a date or a price. I would love to think it's a price for Proton. But I would also really love to know that it's a date as well, because that shit is 2 days away from now. So that being said, I mean, again, I don't know. I'm just showing you the times, and I'm just showing you when they're showing you change for Gotham at certain timestamps in the movie, which kind of lines up from what I've been saying. And after they show you change, right, look at, you get the two X's, right? Who has the two X's? XPR Network, Metallicus. Look at the flooding coming in. This is New York City. This is why they got a grip on us. This is why they ain't letting us do shit. Because there's going to be stupid amount of money in there, and it's a Democratic city, and they want you to be dependent on them. And if they let you invest, you ain't never going to be dependent on them, and they will turn into a Republican. That's the way I see it. That's the way I feel. Not saying it's true, just telling my feelings and telling a damn story. Okay. So again, I believe that this ninth, I'm going to say this ninth, again, it could be any ninth, but I really feel strongly this ninth, coming up on Thursday, we're going to see some type of fire of the Phoenix. Maybe we'll see the ashes of the Phoenix. Maybe we'll see it rising, but the Phoenix is going to show itself, I believe, okay? And like we said it on this channel, whatever they started in 2001 is going to be over. They're trying to finish in 2023. It's just my opinion. But see how in this she just says it's over. Okay? Now you see the timestamp there? Hold on a second. Okay. You see that? 23, that's the year, this year, 23 on the 313th day of 2023. All right? Again, this is a freaking story that I'm telling. All right? It's not financial advice. But I'm just saying, I believe that whatever started in 2001 is going to be finished this year. And you can't get any better than what I'm showing you here. And that's the movie. All right? And this year, this Thursday on the 9th, remember reversals, remember flip. I always tell you flip, flip, flip. But people laugh at me and I'm just like, whatever, man. I guess time will tell. I really would be shocked if nothing happens in the week 45. I would really be shocked because that is the birth week. On top of that, we have the 99 in the same birth week. Okay? This right here, my friends, like I said, if you're still not feeling it, you still feel like, something else is bigger and better, please let me know so then I can look into it. Maybe you did find it, but as of right now, all evidence is pointing. Okay? Why you think this guy, Matthew P. passed away, man, and it'll make a big stink about it, Come on. They were showing you certain episodes, okay? Look at those episodes. I broke down some of the episodes for you. Took screenshots. Showed you in the beginning that the guy had a bowling ball that was purple with a freaking flamethrower. Not flamethrower, but one of those, had to deal with flames. Flame torch, whatever it was. You had fire, and you had the purple color there. You can't mix that. You can't figure that. That's the Phoenix. Then this story is not for you. Then this story here is not for you. Your story is somewhere else. Not on this channel, though. If you can't see the Phoenix burning on August 8th. And I just showed you, I just backed up everything that I had been saying through the cartoons and the shows. Okay? I'm not even going to go through it, but go look at The Simpsons. The Simpsons also, they have a section now called Rock and Roll, okay? Why would The Simpsons have a section called Rock and Roll? Right there showing you Metallicus, okay? Metallicus is the Kings. The Kings. I mean, whatever. And you know what? And I'm going to say right now, too, Metallicus keeps kind of saying about they're kind of short on liquidity, blah, blah, blah. They're short here, they're short there in liquidity. And you know who keeps bragging about they got money? Ripple. Ripple's bragging about they got billions sitting around. Billions. Liquidity out the ass. They're wiping their asses with $100 bills. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if Ripple and Metallicus joins up as... I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying don't be surprised if you see Metallicus and Ripple forming as one entity. Combining themselves. Like I said, Ripple's got all these connections, global connections, da-da-da-da. They're going globally, most likely. They're heavy with that. Metallicus is tackling the United States part of that side, right? I'm sure they're going to snatch up Zelle. That's the biggest one. Zelle has the biggest transactions because they deal with like moving rent and mortgages and shit like that. Where Cash App and PayPal and all these small other ones most likely deal with smaller transactions. Venmo, all those other ones. And they're like for different things. Some of the apps are like for peer-to-peer, friend-to-friend, or like a business, or, different apps. So don't be surprised if they're all sleeping in the same bed. Even XLM, XRP, XPR, all in the same, like my boy Cafe would say, all in the same jacuzzi. All swirling around with that warm liquidity around them. Believe it. Believe it. So anyway, let's show you a few more other things. So check this out. It was 5-3, and number 5 hits a 2-run home run to make it 5-5 in the 9th inning. Okay? He makes it 5-5 in the 9th inning. There's your 9 and your 5 again, right? I don't know if it means today, November 5th. I know I had to do this video today because I don't know what it means, but there's a 5 in there. 5-5. I don't know what that means. But funny enough, 5 hit a 2-run home run to make it tied 5-5. All right? And then this one says a homer for the ages. I'm going to actually play this and get into this one.
Remodel.
Look at the ad that's playing. Showing you money, 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 money.
Personal loan.
All right. So this is the guy that hits the walk-off home run and wins it for the Texas Rangers, right, in Game 1. I want you to look at the sneakers. They look like fire, red and yellow and orange, just like the Phoenix, just like the Flames, okay? Pay attention. This is the shoes is what he's wearing. Also, another thing I wanted to show you, right? I showed you the sneakers. It kind of look like the Flames, the fire, right? But look what's behind them there, 42. All right? Again, take that 2 and you flip that 2, it becomes 45, right? Week 45. That's what I feel like. In week 45, we should really feel something, all right? At this point, by this year, we should see something, but I'm trying to narrow it down just by some of the things that I'm looking at and imaging over here. All right, keep in mind his number is also 53. That makes 8, 53. 45, right? That's the week, the birth week. Just showing you a few things. There's the Flames on his boots and his cleats. Now, again, funny enough, we have 2 for 3. This is this year, right? 2 for 3. This 5-5 is the 11th inning. Now we have November 5th again. Remember, number 5, he hit the other 5. It had the 5-5-5, right? Go look up what 5-5-5 means. Okay, then again, look at, we have the diamonds, triple diamonds over here. In the 11th inning, this is when the game was won. In the 11th inning, it was won here. But there's your 1-1-3. All right, or you can even have this one here with these 2 1s. You can have the 3-3-1-3. Okay, but this is what it is here. There's your Texas. This is number 53. So this is 8. That's why he's 8. And when he hits this home run, it's the 8th home run of his, I think, the season, if I'm not correct. Now, come on. You're going to tell me this 1-1-3, right? If you reverse it, like I said, we flipped it. It was 3-1-1. 3-1-1. That would be November 7th, okay? November 7th. You had 5-5, November 5th. Whatever reason, I don't know why this 55 keeps coming up. We showed you the Big Bang slice and everything like that as well, the 5-5. But he hits the home run, and look where it says, bite back, right? Big bite, pizza, 7-11. He breaks this game 1. He hits it right by the 7-11, all right? And funny enough, the 311th day is 7-11. That is the Phoenix. That is the 91st day also after the Phoenix been burning on 8-8. That's 91 days out. 93 days out would be your 9/11 date, your 11/9. Now let me make this connection with the Hawaii thing. What number state got smoked? Okay, what number state got smoked? This pitcher got smoked by a sinker. He threw a sinker, okay? Remember, you know what happened over there? People right down on their luck, right? Sunken down, basically. I mean, I don't know, I'm just showing you. And then, like I said, the guy that hit it, that was his 8th home run of the season, and he's number 8. There's your 8-8. And this guy, number 50, got smoked. Like I said, what state got smoked? Now, if you watch this particular episode, right, he says hello to a lot of people, this and that, but he only pumps his hands next to one person. If you watch over here. Right here. Wow, see how he just pumped his hand right there? What number is showing there? 83, okay? Matt Perry, right? RIP, 1028. 10 plus 28 is 38. Flip that, you get 83. And this is the last number you actually see when he gets off of the green field over here. I think he pumps his hand one more time. It's the only time he pumped his hand was back there, that jersey. And then he comes into here. Like I said, all the back of the jerseys, that's the last jersey number that you've seen on the field. And then, boom, you get the capital 1. So there's your snake. And then look at, he's drinking water. Shows you right there, the water, the liquidity, the champion. So, I don't know. This is what I seen from this particular clip over here. This is what I wanted to show you, how baseball, this game 1 was connected. As you can see, the score, it wound up being 6-5. If you flipped it, is another 9-5 event. Again, as I was trying to explain. So it shows you, I showed you the tweet. I showed you Hawaii. I showed you how Hawaii was connected to 2001 event. I'm showing you how the baseball thing, the game 1, how this was actually showing about the Hawaii thing as well. If you don't want to think so, that's on you. Cool. Like I said, it's just a story, not for everybody. So 3 is the magic number. Now, boom, we got this image, okay? We got this image. Remember The Simpsons with Elon Musk, right? With The Simpsons and the rocket. Oh, it wasn't really the rocket, but this guy puts the rocket here, all right? Somebody adds the rocket here. It's just crazy because I believe that's where the moon was in the picture, right? This is the moon that Elon Musk is looking at. This particular image was put there, okay? That little rocket ship. But funny enough, this gentleman, this person didn't even know when they edited what they were actually, they knew what they were doing, but they didn't know what they created over here. So as you can see, this is a moon crest, okay? And this image, I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, if he knew really about it, but let me show you what's up with this crest. Okay? That is a crescent moon. Also, if you go back into the interview, when you listen to the ladies and they're speaking about Matt Perry, they say that Matt Perry had took a picture. I believe they said somebody had mentioned a crescent moon. And there's another company that mentioned a half moon. But somebody also mentioned a crescent moon, which I was like, oh, that's what kind of made me kind of think about Matt Perry over there. But this right here is why I really believe that November 9th is going to be, because the crescent moon hangs near Venus on the morning of the 9th of November. Okay? Which we know as going into 11/8 until 11/9. All right? So again, we were showing you the 313th day of the year is November 9th. It has the crescent moon. All right? Oh, why? Oh, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, remember the war? Remember what's going on at this Gaza Strip, right? Right? Oh, that was just something else, but funny enough, that just reminded me of The Simpsons right there. Right? This right here. This right here. Secretary of State, right? Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Look at what's on the packages. That's a crescent moon. Crescent moon. And they're actually telling the story. Look at when they're showing it. Year 3, 7s again. 703. They're showing this. And look at it. What 43 degrees? They always show it, but I just happened to take this picture at this date right here. And funny enough, there's your 9-5 in there as well. And there's your 13. Like I said, I just happened to take this picture, I guess, at the right time. So there's your crescent moon. The news is giving you the hints right there. Okay? Blinking. What's blinking? You don't know the bad guys on the Pac-Man? It's not blinking, it's Blinky and Pinky. Oh, man. You still can't see the connections. You need to wipe the crust out of your eyes, my friends. The crust is in your eyes. But again, this is just storytelling, and it's not for everybody. But they're showing you the crescent moon. They're talking about pretty similar to the characters of the bad guys in Pac-Man. Blinky, blinking. If you don't think so, don't thinking. Also, we know the Julian calendar is 13 days ahead, right? And if I'm not mistaken, I think we did show you on here, there was the Elon Musk episode, right? There's a calendar on the wall, and the 27th, the day 27 is missing on the calendar. It's not there. As you can see here, it says the first magnitude star on the 27th and ends on the month 4.3 northeast of this star. Now, my crazy mind, and again, there's your 9-5 again. I don't know what the hell, but I guess you're November 9. 27, right? Now, that's important because they're talking about it as well with this crescent moon, with that particular date. Now, the Julian calendar, like I said, pushes out 13 days after. So you count 13 days after the 27th of October. Where do you land? Right? The Julian calendar is 13 days, right? So we got the 27th. So we got the 28th is 1, 29th is 2, the 30th is 3, the 4th day is the 31st. Now we only have 9 days left, so which would bring you to November 9th, which is the flip of the 9/11 event is now the 11/9 event. Okay? And then to some people, if they know the Latin language, it might be the 9/9 event. And if they get deeper into the week, being 45, there might be the 999 event. All right? So I'm just showing you what I see here, why I believe November should be explosive. And if not, this year should be, something should happen. I would really be shocked. And I'm actually going to take a break if nothing happens by, I'm going to give, like the Julian calendar, I will give it 13 days out. So I will give it on January 13th. If nothing happens with Metallicus by then, I have no idea. All the codes pointed to this time, this date. And again, sometimes codes and riddles just lead you to a newer riddle. And you just got to keep going in riddles and circles. I don't think that's what it's going to be here because of what some people have said. I'm not going to show any screenshots, but from what people have said before, it seems like they're very confident of this year. And by all the images and codes and decodes that point to all certain things, it does actually point to this year. And everybody else can wait till 2024 and 25. And however long else you want to wait. But I'm just showing you, man, that this coming up week could be an explosive week. And it could be they always changing things up, What I think is the 9th, it could be 7/2. Maybe it's the 27th of November. Okay, that's a 9, right? And it's 11. The month is 11. So that could be that as well. I don't know. I'm just playing around with numbers and I'm just showing you also. As well as Bush, right? He was president at the 2001 event. He also threw a baseball out, I think, at that game. World Series in that year. And funny enough, he came out this year and threw out another baseball for this World Series. And the World Series that was played was the 119th World Series. There's your 9. There's your 119. There's your reversal of 911. Why you think Bush came out to throw the ball this year? So I'm just showing you, see how the connections are. He was part of when it started. He came out in the baseball game, and I'm showing you that he basically pitched the game this year when it's going to be finished. I don't recall if he actually pitched any other or threw out a first pitch in any other baseball game between 2001 and 2023. That I didn't check. So I could be making myself look like a fool, but from what I heard, I believe that his 2 appearances was in 2001 and 2023. So there's your connection of beginning to end. And hopefully it's going to end this year, and whoever holds the Metallicus ecosystem coins and anything that deals with them should be very happy. Yeah, for some people, this was a friend scene that got deleted, right? Supposedly this episode came out a couple of weeks before the 2001 event happened. And over here, funny enough, they're joking about hijacking and all this other stuff. This word over here, they're talking about that weeks before it actually happened. So it's another kind of connection that I made with Matt Perry being connected with all this other stuff with New York, financial buildings. Like I said, the intro has the World Trade Center in them. You know what it is. Plus, they were airing, I think they were showing in New York or whatever, which is the West Village, right? And what's happening over at the West Bank. At the Gaza Strip in the West Bank, right? So, funny. Now let's break this down. Remember, Mr. Poole, he was also showing you, right? The towers in 311, okay? That is the Phoenix. That is November 7th, okay? Look at the day he also posted it, 311, right? The 9/9 event, okay? Look at his name, actually. I'm not actually looking at it now, Mr. Poole. And now it's flipped to Loop, right? Loop is Poole backwards. And then look what's over here. 311 in his name. And then 7/11, November 7th is... Where did they hit the home run to break game one? The 7-Eleven sign. 7-Eleven. Oh, man. And who knows if... I don't know. I'm just noticing this right now. Crazy. There's something big. Look at the Phoenix. He was at the Phoenix house. He's connected to the Phoenix. I showed you $1 million per house. But let me show you the timing. What's going on?